Welcome back, everybody. This is Glockman4519. I am back again with another ROM overview. Overview. Sorry about that. I wanted to run this ROM for a couple days before I actually released it, or not released it, before I let this video out. Um, this is not a ROM you're going to find on XDA. It is on the Google Plus community. And it was brought up by one of you subscribers. It was brought up to me that I ought to go check it out. The ROM is called N5 for Nexus 5 Experience, but it's made for the Nexus 6, this ROM. Now, this ROM is built for the Nexus 5, so any of you Nexus 5 owners out there that are watching this video, this ROM was actually designed for the Nexus 5. But there are a couple other phones out there or devices that this ROM is also built for. The Nexus 6 being one of them. This ROM is a basic AOSP ROM. It is almost a stock build ROM. But what's really cool about it, just like the Pure Nexus project, it has CyanogenMod's theme engine in it, which is awesome. It's just really cool. So if you are somebody that likes a basic stock AOSP ROM, but you want the ability to throw a quick theme on it, this is it. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, I've been running it now for since yesterday morning. I've had it on, and I've run it solid since yesterday morning. I've had zero issues with the ROM whatsoever, none. Now, I will tell you guys that I'm not running the stock kernel, and here's why. I couldn't find a lot of information on. I couldn't find a lot of information on the ROM itself. But what I was really interested in was the kernel, whether or not it would force encrypt or anything like that. I even posted on their site, and I didn't get a response back. So I just played it safe. I went ahead and flashed a custom kernel, which I am running the Hell's Core kernel on this, which also allows me to be a permissive for my SE Linux, and I can run SuperSU 2.52, which is my favorite of the SuperSUs. Also, I want to note that this ROM is not the most up-to-date Marshmallow build. I think this is 10.1, and if I'm not mistaken, this is a early January build. So, just so you know that, I'm not sure about how often the ROM will be updated. But to be quite honest with you, as good as this thing runs right now, it really doesn't need updated in my opinion. But let's go ahead and get into this. This again is it's called N5X is what it's called. That stands for the Nexus 5 Experience. But this is built for the Nexus 6. So, this is the Nexus Experience version 10.1. As I said earlier, it also has the security updates to January 1st, which is why I think this is a early January build. Again, I'm running Hell's Core kernel, and you can see the build number down there. There are not a lot of custom features, so it's going to be quick going through the setup or through the system settings on this. I did have to unlock System UI Tuner by holding down on the gear up here. You basically press and hold, and it spins, and that will unlock this feature right here, the System UI Tuner, which then you can get into your status bar, turn on or turn off any of the icons that you want to show or not show in your status bar. Developer options. This does have the advanced reboot like CyanogenMod has in it, which is, it's funny because this is an AOSP ROM, but the tweaks and the customizations that he's put into this are just perfect. I like this. I like the advanced reboot feature in the developer options. It just seems natural. That's where it should go. Then you have your root access here. Of course, if you want to have a full root experience, you want to have apps in ADB. And you have your Android debugging. all your bug report shortcuts, blah blah blah, all of that. Then we get into your Windows animation, and of course this is where you're going to find your Windows, your multi-Windows mode. And if I go into, whoops, if I go into that, you can, let me see, you can see that it gives me the option. Oh, maybe not. All right. Anyways, let's just go back into this. So multi window may not be working, and it may, guys. I don't use the multi window feature, so I'm not really that up on how to use it. So you guys might want to test that. Um, Post in the remarks whether or not it is working. And then pretty much the only other features all the way at the bottom again that I use, and that is the kill app back button. Let's see here, date and time. This does not come with a 24-hour ticked on, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Really nothing under language and input. It has one. It comes with AOSP launcher, I think, or is it the Google? No, it comes with the Google keyboard. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if this ROM comes with. Um, I think this ROM comes with the G apps right with it. I'm almost positive it does. G apps are included on this, and they are very, very minor. It's probably the smallest package of G apps you can get, but they are included. Let's see here. Under security, these are your security settings. You have your music visualizer if you guys want to use that. You do have privacy settings. I know some of you were interested in that in some of the ROMs. Again, this is something you normally find in a CyanogenMod ROM. It is in here. Then you have your device administrators, your unknown sources. You want to make sure you have this turned on if you are going to sideload any apps, install any apps that you have on your SD card or whatever. You want to have that turned on. Even if you download something from the internet to install an app or whatever, you need to have that turned on. And then you have all your screen pinning features at the bottom. um, a little, I don't usually go into location, but I need to tell you guys, if you want to have your weather app working properly, you need to have your GPS on. You don't have to have high mode on, but you do need to have at least your GPS on. And I'll show you something. Well, I'll just tell you. Also, when you set that up, you want to make sure that if it's not working for you, the best way to get it to work is just to put a custom location in and put your location in that custom location, and it'll turn right on. Let's see here. And of course, it's got the CyanogenMod theme engine, which just makes this ROM kick ass. I'm telling you, I love it. And I'll show you guys the theme I'm running. I know some of you are not gonna like it. You don't like that real dark and bright. I do. I like it. Let's see, sound and notifications. Here are all your settings for that. Of course, I have these ringtones do not come with this ROM, just so you know right now. I have some custom ringtones I have on here myself, which gives me basically a plethora of ringtones to go through. If it's going to let me here. That's not what I wanted. Anyways, if I go into my, here's your notifications, your heads up, your do not disturb, all of that. I don't use heads up. I do have it on just for the video. And then, of course, you have your vibrate settings, whether you want them on or off. This is where you would turn them on at. your display and lights. Of course, you have your adaptive brightness. You can use that if you want. Ambient display, I do have it turned on. It does work, works very well. I don't usually run with this for various reasons. I just don't. But I do have it on because, like I said, guys, I've been testing this since yesterday morning. I wanted to make sure that that this was a good ROM before I put a video out. And then, of course, this comes with the theme setting in it. If you'd like, you can set this up. I do know that this works. I did try it when I first put the ROM on. I actually set it up in the automatic mode, and it went instantly to dark because I had a dark wallpaper on. And then you have your notification light settings. And I just want to make it clear, I did take notice this time to my settings. Like for my default notifications, I have it set at, I actually had it set at very short, and I had it very fast, which it's there. And then clicked OK. And when I got a notification, I watched my notification light. It does not blink. It just comes on. It must be an Android thing. I don't know. But for me, it didn't blink. It just stayed on. But that's fine for me. That LED does not use that much battery. And I'd rather it be on and not blinking anyways. It's just my preference. But I just wanted to let you guys know that because I know somebody's going to ask. So it's not blinking. Let's see here. And of course, you can change your font size if you want, which is another thing that I think is great, especially for somebody that has older eyes. Not saying that I'm old, but guys, that is about it. They do have interface settings, and under this you have a couple settings. It doesn't go too in-depth. System profile settings, expanded desktop settings. You can pick what you want to be on this or not. You can turn it on or off. Your status bar settings. This is where you're going to go with your center clock and all that. Your battery style, percentage, super user, any kind of indicators or icons you want showing, that would be up there. Double tap to sleep brightness control, your show notification count, and your quick pull down, which I love that feature. Then you have your buttons. Excuse me. Your buttons and layout here. Of course, again, this does work. I just tried it. I'll just show you guys again. You just press and hold, move where you want, hit save. There you go. I'm going to put it back. Then, of course, you have your bar height. And then here's your power menu. This is what is displayed on your power menu. You can turn on or off. I'd like to see a little more, couple more features on that, but this ROM is built to be light. It's built to have some customizations, but be super light and be super optimized. That's the way it's described in the OP, or what OP that I could find, and it's pretty true to its word. Then you have, of course, your end call, power button press twice for your camera, which that feature's kind of cool too. I don't use it much, but it's kind of cool that they have it. And the rest of them. Those are pretty much all the features in that. And that will pretty much take care of all of the settings that I am going to go over anyways. I think I touched base on pretty much all of them. Now, let's go into the theme. And I'm going to show you what theme I'm running, or the combination of themes. I'm running, actually, it's called Dark Side of Orange, I think. Yeah, Dark Side of Orange. This is the theme that I'm running as my base or my background theme, as the main theme. So this is going to give me my settings. This is going to give me for my Play Store, Google Plus, all that. Now for my status bar, again, for my my status bar icons and for my drop down, that is going to be neon colors. That is what I'm running for that. I did have, I just like vibrance for my navbar settings. I just think it's cool. I like those buttons. And for fonts, I'm almost positive I am running. I just want to double check here. Actually, ClearCat's kind of cool. I think I'm running the Sense. Yes, I'm running the Sense 7 black / red theme. Those are my fonts. Now, I have been running normally the transparent black, which are another really cool set of fonts. But that's pretty much it, guys. Again, this is what they call the Nexus 5 Experience ROM for the Nexus 6. It is optimized. The kernel's been optimized. The ROM has been optimized, cut down, made to run as smooth as it can run, and it does. I will vouch for the developer on that. Again, if you guys are looking for a base AOSP ROM that has a couple custom features, but not over the top, and you want that CyanogenMod theme engine, here it is. I highly recommend it. I'm very grateful. I can't remember the name, but I will put it in the description of the of one of the people that told me about this ROM. I do appreciate you telling me. I will be running this ROM for a while, if not as my daily driver. I really like this ROM. Until I see you guys again, everybody take care. I just want to thank all my subscribers, and I will see you on the next one.